Okay, members, this is how you're going to operate TrackMan. So when you arrive at the bay, if TrackMan is not already open, you're going to open a software called TrackMan Performance Studio. It's a big orange icon over here, and we're going to let TrackMan load up here for a second. As we walk through this tutorial, I want you to know I'm using the projector to show you what's going on, but the projector and the monitor are showing the exact same thing. So if I show you, you can kind of see that the monitor and the projector, they're always going to show the same thing. So even though you're looking up here to learn how to use things, I want you to know it is moving things around on the monitor. That's why I have the mouse right here. So the projector and the monitor should mirror each other. Okay, so when TrackMan loads up, you're going to see a few different options: practice, courses, tournaments, games, and online play. Most people are going to use the practice option first. So if we click practice, it's going to give us a multitude of options. I'm going to start with shot analysis. Now, when you click here, it's going to connect to the TrackMan above you, or in bay 3, it's going to connect to the TrackMan on the ground. I want you to know these bays have been calibrated, so there is no calibration required on your part. After it's done connecting, you're going to see that it pops up with a little bit of an image, and it's going to look very confusing. But I want you to just go down to the bottom right here, and I want you to hit cancel. Because the bay has been calibrated, there's no need for you to calibrate the bay. At this stage, we're going to either sign in to your TrackMan profile, or you can continue as a guest. I would recommend making a TrackMan profile and using it every time. For now, I'm going to hit play as a guest. So I've created the player. You can see the player right here. Now I'm going to go down to the bottom right and hit done. Here I'll select the club I'm going to warm up with. I always start with like a 9-iron. And what's going to happen is you're going to be brought to the shot analysis screen. Now, if you look at the top right, you're going to see that TrackMan is orange right now. It will turn green when it is fully connected, and there it went. Okay, so it does take a second. You can see that one camera has been connected. You can manually record, and then if you're really having issues with calibration, you can select target, and it will re-bring up the calibration screen. Again, I'll be in here monthly to calibrate the screens, and they are always very good. So don't worry about calibrating. Always hit cancel, okay? So at the bottom, we have the opportunity to move this data tile up and down. You can actually hit at the bottom left. You can hit D for data down here, and it will take that away. And if you don't like this shot list on the left, you can hit this down here at the bottom left, and you can take that away as well. If you would like to change the data tiles at the bottom, you just come down here to this little hamburger icon. You click right there, and now you can select the tiles you would like to have. Now, if for some reason you show up and maybe the screen doesn't quite look right, or when you get in here, your impact is showing, all you need to do is go up to the top and hit the 4 little tiles right here, and you can select any option you want. We have tracer, we have dispersion patterns, we have side top, we have video, we have everything. I like to have the ball flight on the projector, so we're going to leave it at this for now. If you decide to change clubs, you can change your club right up here at the top and get more accurate data if you do select the club you are that you're obviously hitting with, right? Okay, so that is pretty much shot analysis. I'm going to hit exit. So when you're done with your session, you're going to hit exit, and it's going to take you back to this screen. Now, if we go back into practice, you can also play around with some of these other features. So the performance center, target practice, the test center. You can practice on a golf course. Another famous kind of TrackMan practice feature is called TrackMan Range. So if we load up TrackMan Range by clicking on it and then hit continue, you're again going to be asked to sign in. I'm already signed in as a guest, so I'm going to go ahead and hit start practice. I have everything preset to be Minnesota elevation 900 feet, okay? So you'll never have to mess with any settings when you come in. Okay, so TrackMan Range has loaded. I'm going to start with my 9-iron again, and it's going to give me the average. If you have your TrackMan app logged in, it's going to know how far you hit your 9-iron. For right now, it thinks I'm a 15 handicap that hits its 9-iron 122. That's totally fine. I'm going to hit confirm. It's going to say welcome to range. Now I'm going to try and hit this ball 122 yards. If I get it within the outer ring right here, that's average proximity for a 15 handicap. The inner circle is average proximity for a tour player. Now, if you'd like to get some data tiles, you can hit edit over here under these data tiles. And again, you can select the different data tiles that you would like to see while you use TrackMan Range. Okay, so if we're done with TrackMan Range, the way to get out of this is to go up to the top left and hit the TrackMan 3 little hamburger icons here, and then hit down here, quit game. So another one of my favorite practice features is called Performance Center. So if we hit Practice, and then we go over to Performance Center, what you're going to notice is it's going to give you the option again to sign in. So this is where I'd really recommend creating a profile so TrackMan can capture all your data and track how you do. But the Performance Center is going to be a really nice place to do some random practice. So you can see it's populated here. It's asking me, how do I want to set up this Performance Center? And for a lot of people, what they'll do is they'll use this to like work on their iron play. So I'm going to set this, if you just drag the bottom here, you can set it to be 40 yards all the way to 30. I'm going to go up to like 80 yards because that's about where I feel like I start hitting my lob wedge at a reasonable distance, right? And I'm going to take it all the way up to the distance I hit my 4-iron, for example. So I'm going to pull that all the way up to 230. Now, down here, what it's set to right now is random. So Performance Center is going to give you a random green layout, and it's going to give you a random pin location. So if I just hit go, down here at the bottom right, which is confirm, it's going to randomize a yardage, it's going to randomize a green shape, and it's going to randomize a pin location. This is like playing real golf. It's the best form of performance practice, if you will. So I'll hit confirm. And now Performance Center has loaded up. My first shot is 117 yards to a back middle pin. I cannot go long with kind of this oval shaped green. So again, if I hit this ball, the next one that comes up could be 200 yards. It could be 85 yards. And so this is a nice way to kind of simulate approach shots on the golf course. When you're done, go back up to the top left as we always do. Hit the three lines again. Hit quit game. Yes. And we're back at the main screen where we started. Now, if you want to play a course on TrackMan, it's very easy. We hit courses. A lot of these have been downloaded already. You hit the course you'd like to play and hit continue. Now, here you're going to be asked to sign in again. This is where the TrackMan app is really useful. You can go in and change your game settings if you wish. I do have everything preset to be pretty well set up. So the putting is fixed to give you a 1-putt inside of 10 feet, a 2-putt inside of 65 feet, and a 3-putt outside of 65 feet. The pins are on medium difficulty, and there are not mulligans. So we'll go ahead and hit start game. Okay, so you can see the course is loading up here. It's bringing us up to hole 1. What you're going to see is you're going to see the option, usually if you have it on, which I have it set to be on all the time, is to hit a couple shots. So let's say you just ran in here and you're like, I want to play today, but you want to hit a couple warm-up shots. As soon as you get in here, it's going to ask you to hit a couple shots. If you don't want to, or if you're done hitting your couple of shots, just hit ready to play. Now we're ready to go. We're live. If you're ready to, if you want to move stuff around, I'll go to the other side here. If you're going to hit a different club, obviously come down here to the bottom left, hit driver. Let's say you're going to hit 3-wood off the first tee, and here we go. We can hit 3-wood. If you'd like to change where you're aimed, very simple. You can come over here and enlarge this kind of course, I guess, whole overview. And you can drag this wherever you want, or you can just click wherever you want. It's a really nice way to play. And so that's how you would play a course on TrackMan. As soon as you're done, go back up to that top left again, hit the button, hit quit game, and you should be all good to go.